It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Tennessee Titans and the Philadelphia Eagles. Turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First and 10, Willis. He's got his man here as Gary Jennings Jr. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first-down gains.
2 things to watch. First is strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watkins. A first down carry for Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 75. And the Titans are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 7-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start with the option, and they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
So now they have... Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Tennessee Titans and the Philadelphia Eagles. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go, set! Hot 70, hot 70.
They run with a big man in his 7th season. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down.
Back to 60, back to 60.
On second down, there's the option going left. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Third play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's Willis. And that's going to be incomplete. And man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Hurts to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Willis with it on 3rd and 1. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jennings. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Willis. And this is caught by Watkins. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. On 1st down, Willis. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. Down inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 75. And the Titans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They run with a man from La Tech. It's Boston Scott. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The Eagles hit 6-5 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Hurts. And he will find Scott on the right side, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Ready, go! Ready.
They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. They go again with Scott. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Hurts. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Danico Autry able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. First and 10, it's Willis. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Willis back to the air on 2nd and 10. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Ready. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Hacking, 18.
Willis will look to throw on first down. Again, that's Watkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Running from the gun with Henry. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
Going on 4th down, here's Willis. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Willis with another keeper, and he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
set.
And back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal. Willis on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Come on.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And they'll give to Scott here on the option. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Sermon now on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. The pitch comes to Sanders. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 47 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And he whips that one incomplete there.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the right hash, and call it an even 50 yards. The kick by Elliott is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the boat.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
It's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Ready! Take your lady! 18 Rattler!
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Hurts going to keep it again. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. They go play action with Hurts. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Harold Landry, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Ready.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, Sermon. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's going to be taken down. But there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw here. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Ready, set.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Henry. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Come on. Hey, check that.
They'll run. It's Henry. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never questioned in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. To the air on first down. Here's Willis. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A handoff running left, Henry. And he'll get about 5 here, so take this down inside the 20-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Willis on 1st and 10. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets It's in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A little bit of flip the script. Quarter one, they struggled. Quarter two here, they put things together. And I guess sometimes, Charles, you just come out and you have to get your feet underneath you in a ball game, right? Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 75 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Elliott good with a PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. But right now we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Willis looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Third down, it's Willis. And one more time, that's Watkins. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Right back to the air with Willis. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Come on, come on. Driving 60. Pat the street, pat the street. Check mash.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Let's go now.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again on 2nd and 10, it's Willis. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Just the Eagles. Just the Eagles.
Willis looking to throw it. Man open, that's Robert Foster, complete. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Willis, 4th down here. Quick slant here to Woods. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. Willis wants to pass it again. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Robert Woods as the first half is winding down. And the Titans have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Bullet good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Blocking 18.
He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And they'll give to Scott here on the option. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Right back to him on 1st down. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Hurts. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. It's a room to maneuver. The 20. Touchdown. Well, this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Henry again on 2nd down. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
On the race.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Henry. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. On the counter, it's Henry. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They go play action with Willis. This is caught. It's Woods. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Henry. And he's got room. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Okay, quick.
The 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go, check.
Henry hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but, boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there, so no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do is trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him an opportunity.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll begin by running the option. Oh, no time to pitch it, and down he goes. And it's in the end zone. That's going to be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
This is brought in at the 21. First and 10 now. Willis and the Titans at their own 26. Following the fumble recovery, Willis. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the save. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Willis. And this is caught. Jennings. And out across midfield down to the 45. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Inside handoff. Henry. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hot 70, hot 70.
Willis now off play action. And his throw here is incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
60 miles down, 60 miles down.
Willis from the gun on 3rd down. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Off the option, here's Henry. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Now Willis to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Jennings. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Henry again, but he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Willis on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So it's
At this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
They'll run through with Henry, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied, and this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line.
Let's go now.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. What a big fourth quarter fumble recovery a moment ago, and now they are set up. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. Now the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
Here we go. Stop.
1st and 10 now. Willis and the Titans at their own 15. Willis will look to throw on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Ready, ready.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off the option, here's Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. There's Willis. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To the air on 1st down, here's Willis. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Three yards remain for 2nd down. Off the option, here's Henry. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Willis looking to throw on 1st down. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Looking to throw again on second down. Willis toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Chigakonkwo, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Titans look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. He's going deep for Brown, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Harold Landry able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Go, Reed, go. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away his timing.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Here we go. Stop.
The offense on third down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
60.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Scott. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Always important as a defender on third down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the first down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Here's the rookie, the former Wolverine, Hassan Haskins. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on third down. To throw, here's Willis. This will go to Henry out wide. And he will have a Titans first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Game in hand, the offense takes the knee. The Titans go victory formation down to a knee. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Tannehill to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for the